Kevin, how important was it for this group to get locked into that 7-8 spot?
It was huge for us, just knowing what was at stake. Obviously, we're a team that we've talked about it many times that has had strength in numbers, but just in guys continuing to get healthy, getting Rondo back, getting Ev back, hopefully getting JA back here pretty soon will be huge for us. But just getting that win tonight and locking in the 8 seed, going back to Brooklyn, and best case winning the game, we get into playoffs, but giving ourselves at most 2 chances is huge for us. But we did our work and again took care of business tonight.
Evan, how beneficial is it, do you think, that you guys just played Brooklyn and it is who you're obviously playing on Monday?
I think it's very beneficial because, we play them. We know the scheme, how they're going to guard us, we know how to guard them. Very fresh, too. So I feel like he just plays into our advantage playing them recently.
And I don't know if you can answer this because it is your first year, but we were talking with JB just about this experience, and he was like, look, it took me 9 years in the league to even get to the playoffs. I know that's a play-in tournament, but is it lost on you at all that, as a rookie, you're playing in, your first play-in tournament already?
That was the goal all along. Get here, get as many wins as possible. So we're here, and we just got to capitalize and keep moving forward.
Kevin, bigger things ahead, obviously, but is this something worth celebrating for this team just to get in?
I think so. I think Monty Williams taught me something, and just listening to CP, picking his brain, just celebrating the little wins throughout the season. And, when we had won 42 games, I thought it was, important for guys to realize that, obviously LeBron James, one of the, top 1A, 1B players to ever play this game, and just seeing how he operates, going to the finals with him. But I think it was the 97-98 season, if I'm not mistaken, the last time that we had made the playoffs without him. So it's definitely not lost on me. But again, it's all the work that the front office has done, coaching staff, everybody coming in with an unbelievable attitude, this year, and still having a chance at the end of the season to be where we want to be. And still make noise and hopefully playing a 7-game series. Yeah, I think that there's something to celebrate here, but understanding that we still have, a lot of work to do. And for us to get the experience at the very, very least in a 7-game series and get to feel what that's like as a group, the group that we have here, I think it would be, paramount for where we want to go moving forward.
And with every pass and shot magnified from here on out,
yeah.
Telling young guys what to expect.
Just honestly, it's easier said than done, but just play free, understanding that the level of physicality is going to, be heightened. And there's nothing quite like, being in a playoff atmosphere and experiencing that. And you don't know it, you don't understand it until you go through it. But I think the thing that we have on our side is that we all are just so tight. We all stick together through everything. We know that, JBC likes to say, win the scrap, and, all our battles are won in the trenches, and that's what's going to have to be Tuesday night. So like Ev said, we have that familiarity with them. We know what they're capable of, especially with their 2 superstars that they have. But, I like our chances when it comes down to a dogfight, and that's what it's going to be Tuesday night.
Closer to the athletic, Kevin, actually building off of that, we talk a lot about how playoffs playing is experience-based.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you get that message across when you're telling guys about what you've been through in the playoffs when they haven't experienced?
Yeah, especially, I haven't been in a type of situation like this since, we've played in events. But, then like Evan was in last year, is crazy to say, but March Madness, like it becomes a 1-game type scenario. So this will be, very interesting to play in, at least for me, for the first time. But I think it's a great opportunity for us to make that next step in our evolution. But again, I think it's nice that we're here and we have the opportunity at the very least twice to get the job done and get where we want to be. But that level of understanding of schemes and physicality and personnel is going to be, even heightened. Like when we step in tomorrow and we, get that notebook, we go over bigs and smalls, we go over schemes, we go over, different walkthrough plays, what everybody's going to be doing. And I think that's where, it's kind of the game within the game. Those details make it even that much more fun. So that competition is going to be what we're going to be hungry for.
And Evan, for you, I know you stay very even keeled, but are you excited about for this opportunity to play in the play and as a group? Like, where is that excitement level of understanding that you guys are now here?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited. I feel like the whole group is excited. New experience for a lot of people on our team. We're a very young team, so I feel like everyone's excited. Everyone's going to come out here with a lot of energy and really just play their hardest. So I have a good feeling about it.
Chris Fedor, Cleveland.com. Kevin, for you, as somebody who has been through these kinds of games with today, like how important was it for you to do what you did to kind of like help set the tone for the guys?
Yeah, just didn't want any drop off from what these guys built, the starting unit built, going out there and starting the game like they did. Just want no drop off. And Doe and I have been talking the last week to 10 days, just the level of intensity and understanding and having the presence of mind to know that, we're on the verge of again, doing something special, but being right where we want to be. And, today was no different. We knew we needed to win. That first unit really set the tone. And then the second unit, we just really continued to push and, at least in that first quarter, put up a franchise record, I think, but just, continuing to push the lead to, I think, 30 plus points at half and, just come out with a big win. We needed it.
For either one of you guys or both, how do you feel about the state of the team heading into this playing tournament?
Like I said earlier, I feel like everyone's excited to go in and really just compete. And I feel like everyone's just really locked in and I feel like the locker room has a good vibe to it right now. So I'm excited for what's to come.
Yeah, no, I agree. To piggyback off of that, I definitely agree. We feel like we're in a good place. And then when we make it a half court game, defensively, especially when we get back, we build walls and, Ev's holding down the middle, Lowry's in there being 7 feet, being big. And we have, Isaac playing off ball. It just, it makes us that much better defensively. We've been very good when we've been able to set our defense. So, I think when, we meet tomorrow, that's going to be a major emphasis is our transition defense, but also, whether we score or not, just making sure that we continue to build our defense, have our bodies out there, play big like we've been. And again, it's going to become a half court game in playoff basketball. So that'll, I think, work to our favor.
Ashley Bassett, Cleveland.com, Evan, with the 4 blocks again tonight. I know that's obviously been a big part of your game this season and will be going forward in the postseason. When you talk about using your height, your length, your verticality to get stops, not get fouls called on you, what has it been like learning the NBA game and learning how to do that in your first year?
We're just using my length to my advantage, jumping straight up and not into guys, jumping second as well. A lot of guys have been pump faking a lot, so I had to make a little adjustments. But I feel like overall I've been getting better and better at it as the season went on.
And Kevin, I know I asked you about the other day about missing him and missing Jared and defensively what it does. When Evan comes back, I know you're still down a key piece, but does it feel different almost immediately defensively?
Yes.
And how he alters the game?
100%. And it's only going to get better from here on out, but just the awareness and just that natural feel for the ball, whether it be rebounding, securing the defense to rebound, but then just being, elite defender and elite shot blocker, with his size and length in his first year, just having him back. And then, you throw Lowry in there as well. And Jay, it's just, a pretty formidable, front line that we're able to play with. But again, it's strength in numbers, but it's nice to, a huge luxury to say the least to have Ev down there 100%.
Yeah. Hey, Kevin, this is the most games you've played in since the championship season. I think it's 74 games. So how do you feel physically going into this win tournament?
Yeah, I feel great. I said before the year, my main goal was to be available. And outside of COVID, missing those games, I played every single game this year. So, you know, I guess in giving myself some credit, just, continuing to chase the game, being right mentally, being right physically, coming in highly motivated, wanting to be a great vet and a great teammate for these guys, and just having an exciting team. I think, between the coaching staff and the front office, we had a great game plan for myself individually, and just knowing that I had everybody's back on this team and they had mine. So I think it made it, that much more, fun, for lack of a better term, but just a really enjoyable season up to this point. Like I said, we're not done yet, but again, just wanted to be available and, play every single game that I could. Obviously COVID took me out of a few, but, despite that and, being, I guess, sick for that time, playing every game, that was the main goal for me.
And when did you feel that excitement that it really was going to be a special team?
Probably at the beginning of the year, actually. But I think really pinpointed it two times early on once we began the season was that first West Coast road trip, understanding that we can compete with anybody, and not only compete, we can win at a high level. And then actually when I was out with COVID, getting to watch every game that I was out start to finish, and just seeing it, just watching it continuously, seeing how special that this group could be, and how much we play together. We share the wealth. Again, we set our defense. We're a very high level team on both sides. So I think that was the moment coming out of that. Even when I missed those games with COVID, just gave me so much more energy to come back and be in a good spot.
Thanks.
Last one, Christoph.
Hello, guys. Christos Charles says DNA Greece. Congratulations on the win, first of all. Kevin, seeing Evan's progress, Darius' progress, and the step up that you made as a team, how optimistic you are about the future of this foundation?
We have an opportunity to be very good, an elite team for a very long time. We have an unbelievable foundation, cornerstones, the two guys you mentioned, plus JA, but, I could mention, a number of other guys that have been instrumental to what we've done here. Again, a number of people have put us in the right place to have success. But you behind the curtain, I get to see these guys work every single day and coming to work with a good attitude. And, I mentioned chase the game. These guys do that, and it's been able to pay off and been, again, really fun to be around and watch the growth of this team. DJ?
I'm sorry. And for you, Evan, in your rookie season, you're going to fight for the playoffs in such an ambitious team like the Cavaliers are. What does it mean, and what does it show about the potential that you have and the growth that you made from the beginning until now?
I feel like the whole team has just really grown throughout the year. Just with our chemistry from the start all the way to the finish, it's just been getting better and better every single time. We always play together, try to share the wealth, like he said. And I feel like our team, just like he just said, has a very bright future. So